Good afternoon. Welcome to Wolfie and the Dutch, where it's always the afternoon.
I'm Wolfie.
And I'm the Dutch.
And we got some pretty good topics on the menu today.
Yes, we do.
They're more just kind of like interesting stuff than like major news. Well, I mean, I guess one thing is kind of major. Well, I take it back. There's a couple major... You know what? They're all major news. Forget it. I'm deciding right now.
On a scale of 1 to 10, our topics today are about a 6.5 major.
See, I was gonna say soft
average.
7.
On average, 6.5.
On average, 6.5 sounds about right.
Yeah.
The first one, which, you know, debatable about how important it is at this point, but the iPhone 7 has been announced. There's been an iOS update, so let's
talk about that.
Let's just talk all together about the things that have happened. You use
iPhone 7.
an iPhone.
Absolutely. I got iPhone 6.
Little backstory. You use an iPhone 6. I had an iPhone 4 and 5S, and then this year I went to Android.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
So that's our background. Well, I got tired of the way that Apple did things, and I'm going.
A little more backstory is I had the first ever touch Apple product.
I remember.
You remember that?
I remember you came to school with it, and everybody was like, "Whoa! What is that?" I remember very vividly.
That was before.
Like, this is the future.
Yeah, that was before there were even games. All right, kids. Yeah. That was a long time ago.
They were just like whimsical things, like what was a lightsaber? You'd tap it and a lightsaber would come up, and everybody, that was mind blowing. That was literally mind blowing.
You could have like a lighter that you could flip. It was a Zippo app.
Yeah, it sounds stupid now, but that was actually mind blowing.
Yeah, or the fake. You could have a beer, and it would you could pour it like you were drinking it. Yeah. Those were the only things that they had on the iPod Touch back in the day. Mm-hmm. Other than, music.
Yeah, what it was built for.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways. I've been using the iOS, or Apple phone type technology since it became a thing. So that's how long. Right. That's how long I've been ingrained with Apple tech,
including the laptops.
I use a MacBook.
See, that's the difference between you and me. I had the Apple phone and iPod, but not anything else. All my stuff was, whatever, Windows. Yeah. Well, see, my MacBook, that came from a job, and they let me keep it when I was done, because they were nice. Oh, that's cool.
But like my laptops previous, they've been like Acer, stuff like that.
Right.
So I haven't always used the Mac computers. But my dad, he's always been a big Apple guy. But anyway, so there's our background. iPhone 7
comes out.
In my opinion, this phone, I don't know if it was you and I, Wolfie, that were talking about this, that they're making this one so that it sucks, just so that they can get a bunch more sales with iPhone 8. Was that you and I that were talking about that?
This was not you and me, but I feel like you mentioned it in passing that you'd talked about this.
See, like, this iPhone looks like it's going to be terrible.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, it looks like it's going to suck.
Well, I mean, the only thing... Okay, I wouldn't say that they're making it suck so they can sell more iPhone 8s. I would say they're making it suck so that they can sell more first-party products. So, like, you have to buy more of their charge cords, more of their earplugs, more of their little additional plug to plug in your headphones. Because the first thing you got to buy is those wireless headphones that are $159. Unless you want to plug in
those
proprietary plug-in to plug in your headphones, which you also have to buy. And then you have one port that you have to plug everything into that lightning port, which is just going to get overused, and all your joints are gonna, all your plugins are gonna wear out, and you're gonna have to replace them.
Yeah.
Like nothing about this is innovation, like they always preach, which they've never innovated. They've only ever stolen. But that's a whole different subject.
Absolutely, but like even in my iPhone 6, I've had it for. Oh man, I've had it for like 2 years now. Mm-hmm. Does that sound right?
Maybe a year and a half.
I've had it for a while, right? And like I don't know. I'm not good with technology. The thing that I put in the cord to make it charge.
Yeah.
That thing, the thing that I put the cord into, it's like wearing out, and any cord doesn't matter. It has to be just a certain way so that the wires touch, I guess, and so that actually.
That's how mine was, man. With my 5S, I had to get a new phone because it wasn't charging anymore. I had to actually use a rubber band to tilt it properly and keep it tilted that way.
Oh, that's smart.
All night. Yeah, that's what I ended up having to do until I was able to purchase a new phone. Because I wasn't, like, the amount that they were going to charge me to fix it, like, I might as well have gotten a new phone, which is what I did.
And I've replaced the screen on this phone twice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
But that's these smartphones in general, right? I mean, this is neither here nor there. The issue is...
Both times were my fault.
I feel like this is kind of a major misstep. Because I actually I like the way that Apple has their operating system. I think everything's pretty neat and clean. I like the way they handle their store and everything, really, even compared to Android. Even though Android is fairly similar and I've gotten used to it, I still prefer the layout of an iPhone.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think a lot of people do, and I think for the longest time that was just, that's what the first smartphone was, and everybody migrated to it, and everybody bought it. But I actually feel like this is a misstep that could cost them money. A lot of people don't think so, but I would argue that
iPhone 7?
Just the fact that there's no headphone jack.
Yeah, that's super dumb.
I could see that being a major selling point that people don't buy it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've some of my friends, like, some guys that do a lot of running and bicycling, they have wireless headphones already, but like, I don't have a reason to go get wireless headphones.
Right. But even those, a lot of times they have a cord that wrap around the back of your neck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
So that you can hang them on your neck.
Yeah, they do, and you don't lose them. Attach to each other. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, or you can clip them to your shirt, and there's already a product that has come out since the announcement that you can attach to these wireless headphones so you don't lose them, to give them wires.
Didn't see that.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of these stupid wireless headphones, I mean innovative and wonderful wireless headphones.
Yeah, of course.
The thing that I saw, and then it was confirmed with a couple of different memes. I don't know if y'all are Doctor Who fans.
Yeah.
But with these headphones, do you want Cybermen? Because that's how you get Cybermen.
That's how you get Cybermen, that's correct.
That's how you get Cybermen.
This is how you get Cybermen. We're on our first road to getting Cybermen.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness. We're about to get upgraded.
Yep. Speaking of upgrades, Pokemon Go, which I don't really play, but you said there's an update. So
there was an update.
The update with that.
First off, don't judge me for playing Pokemon Go still.
I'm not. I'm just saying that I'm
not talking to you. I'm talking to our viewers.
Fine, I wasn't talking to you either.
Oh, my bad, Wolfie. I didn't mean to hurt your feels.
Whatever.
But, okay, so the biggest thing, first off, it don't crash anymore. Like, it hasn't crashed for me since that first week. I mean, I don't play religiously, but, like, when I play for, like, 15 minutes or 20 minutes at a time.
Okay, so that's good.
So I think I'm almost level 18.
Yeah.
Which, since the first weekend, I got to level 16 the first week, and then I've leveled up to 17 since then, and that tells you how much I've played. So, like, not a lot. But now you can assign a Pokemon to, like, walk with you, I guess, though it doesn't show up on the GPS. It shows up in your settings, I guess.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And every kilometer that you walk, you earn candy for that Pokemon.
That's a nice way to immigrate that.
Which is really cool.
The original game.
So right now, my Squirtle's walking around with me.
Dope.
So that's something that I really like.
Right.
Also, fun fact, I hatched an Abra today.
Wow!
And it's the first Abra that I've seen.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I got an Abra on like my first or second day.
Whatever, man.
Yep, so Mario is also been announced to come to the iPhone, keeping this all within the phone relation. Nintendo has said that they're going to make kind of like a
Temple Run?
Yeah, like a Temple Run. Yeah, that's right. And it's basically a 2D scroller that you're running and you're jumping over stuff and collecting coins and going for a high score. And I think it's
That'll be
I'm
fun.
trying to think. This is kind of the first time they've let Mario be on a third-party platform. I'm sure there's been other times, but not recently. They're pretty protective over it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's a great idea. I think there's a big, strong market in apps. I think they're going to grow probably billions of dollars off of it.
Yeah, likely.
I know there's a Animal Crossing app coming, I think. And another one, maybe Monster Hunter as well.
Dude, freaking Animal Crossing? They did
like their own social platform called Miitomo. I don't know anything about it. I've heard that it's alright. It's different. It's Nintendo.
Fair.
So that's something that you can look forward to. It's only going to be on the iOS, I believe, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up coming to Android because, like I say, money is money.
Money. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that wraps up our phone.
Yeah, that wraps up what we have to say about phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one here is just a fun fact.
I think it's more than recently. A fun fact.
It's actually super interesting.
It's
that Battlefield.
Yeah.
This I think it's called Battlefield 1, this new one that's coming out.
Yes, we've talked about it a little bit.
Even though there's been several games called Battlefield, they're just now coming out with that Battlefield 1.
World War
that's neither here nor there.
No, it's World War 1. That's why it's called Battlefield 1.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, even though it doesn't adhere to a lot of World War 1 things, it is meant to be in World War 1.
World War 1. All right.
Yep.
Do you know anything about the story? Like, what country is the main protagonist?
Probably America.
See, let me tell you something about immigration, y'all. You know what I mean?
And welcome back. If any of you are confused about what just happened,
so that's gonna get a few comments.
I did some heavy editing.
No, I need the people to hear this. The people need to hear this.
No, I'm serious, Dutch. I've edited that entire portion out.
No,
Dutch went on this wild rant about immigration and a lot of other stuff that we're not getting into.
You can take out the Pledge of Allegiance part.
So, no, seriously, no. It's all.
I need to say what I have to say.
It's all edited out. So you know what? It's a debate on whether they can even hear you right now or not.
Battlefield 1.
Yep.
So for the beta, which I guess has been live for a little bit now.
I think it's over.
Is it over? Well,
I'm pretty sure it's over. I think it's been over for a week.
Well,
2 weeks.
Wait. So Battlefield 1, this is going to be for PlayStation and Xbox, PS4 and Xbox One. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that
also,
it? Like it's not going
PC.
on the Wii or nothing, right?
No, not on the Wii. Maybe PC. Definitely Xbox and Sony.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the thing and it looks like it's not live anymore.
No, it hasn't been for
Anyway, so EA put out an announcement that Battlefield, the beta, was actually the highest number of players on a beta that they've had ever. And it was like 13.2 million people playing this game.
Nuts.
Which is amazing if you think about it, for just a beta.
I went back where I did a little bit of research.
Mm-hmm.
And the last beta that held the record for the amount of people was Overwatch. And people were nuts about Overwatch when it was coming out. Like, that was a huge deal.
Yeah.
And it only had 9.7.
Holy.
So it had almost 4 million more people than Overwatch did.
Yeah.
And the hype train for Overwatch was
That's a lot.
Huge. And before that,
it really was.
I'll just show you how close it had been before. The last, before Overwatch, it was Star Wars Battlefront 3, which was also EA, with 9.5 million.
Oh, the new Battlefront.
Yeah, the newest one.
Okay.
So it
I don't think
crushed.
they called it 3.
No, they didn't. I was just saying 3, just so people weren't confused.
That makes sense. Yeah, well, I still got confused. But
yeah,
that's okay.
But you're always confused.
That's fair.
So that's a pretty big deal. So Battlefield is going to be a seller, I think.
Absolutely. And when does that come out? That comes out October?
October 21st, I think you said.
21st? Is that what it was?
I think that's what you mentioned.
Oh, it's probably accurate if that's what I said.
Yeah, so just on the topic of consoles, there was some news from Bethesda.
Absolutely.
About
a
giant
middle
company.
Finger.
Also a giant middle finger.
Yeah.
They had said that we're going to bring mods for Skyrim. And they are.
Yeah, onto the consoles.
However, asterisks, they have been fighting with Sony for a while, apparently, about putting mods on the PlayStation. And Sony has flatly said, no, you're not doing it. You're not putting mods on our for whatever reason. And it sounded like they were into it at first because, obviously Bethesda wouldn't have announced, hey, we're going to do mods on Xbox and PlayStation if they didn't think they were going to do it. So they have the go ahead on Xbox. Xbox was like, yeah, totally, go for it, man. And Sony was like, actually, we don't want that. It doesn't line up with our guidelines, or, here are hoops you have to jump through, and, they just can't do it. And just based on what Microsoft has been doing lately and pleasing their fans and their customers in a lot of ways, I actually could see this being shifting the console wars in the next generation a little bit.
Yeah, it could really, from PlayStation here, it's that's why I said it's like a giant middle finger to the fans. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like PlayStation, if they're saying no to like innovation, like
yeah,
I don't know.
Apparently, No Man's Sky
that's not going to be good.
Also caught up, and that's why it took them a while to release longer. Apparently, that this is one of the reasons that they had some development trouble. And it's certainly not the whole reason that their game didn't deliver on their promises, but from what I've read and understand, it's a partial reason.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of
the consoles.
PS4. What's this last one here from
this
you?
This one's a little. This is a little sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad and it's good. So, Blizzard released their expansion for WoW, which is Legion.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of people are saying it's their best expansion since, Maybe I think somebody said Lich King. I don't know what that means. I've never played.
Ooh, I
don't
remember
know
the
if that's
Lich
true,
King.
but that's what I've heard. Yeah, people always say that
I think
that's how good it is.
I think the only expansions that happened when I played WoW were Lich King and Cataclysm.
Yeah.
And then
apparently people are saying it's like just as good as Lich King. So
Lich King was solid.
Good on him.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is Chris Metzen retired, and Chris Metzen was there from the original days, and he basically became the story guy, the lore overseer, and he built the lore for Warcraft from the very beginning to now, for good or bad. He also did StarCraft, Overwatch, and had a hand in pretty much everything that they've built in general. You know, he was the go-to guy for lore. So I think he's 42 or 43. He came out on stage and he basically said, I'm retiring. This is it for me. Not even like I'm retiring from the company and going to do my own stuff. Like he's done. Like he's done working. He's done working completely. He's on to focus on better projects, I guess. Or on his family life. And whatever else he wants to do. So he, and he shaped gaming.
He, in truly
indirect ways.
Yeah, he did a lot of good work.
Yeah, for sure. So, we wish him the best. Good luck, Chris.
Yes. And it looks like a few of the designers at Blizzard as a retirement gift made a statue.
That's cool.
A statue of him.
In the game or in real life?
Oh, that's a good question.
God, that's why I asked.
The way that the article put it is that it's. Oh, daggone! Yeah, I think it looks like it's in game. That's really cool.
That is cool.
That's something that Blizzard's always been good about.
Yeah.
Is like, what you told me a story about a kid that had like for Make-A-Wish Foundation. Was that you and I that were talking about that?
I don't think that was you and I.
Oh, well, like, apparently Blizzard's really good with Make-A-Wish Foundation, and they got, like, I really hope I'm not misrepresenting anything here. Because I have a terrible memory, you know that.
I know.
But I'm pretty sure that there was a terminally ill child, and he just wanted to... He's a huge World of Warcraft fan, like, not, like, disturbingly so, but, like, he loved playing the game and stuff. And, when he died, they put a statue of him in the game that I believe is still there. And, like, I think that, oh, man, I don't remember who I was talking to. That's gonna bug me. Anyway, Blizzard's great about that kind of stuff. Real respectful company.
I just looked it up, and you are correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
and
it happened
like the whole
like
thing was just real cool.
Or maybe earlier than that.
Cool. Anyway.
Oh, he died in 2008. Blizzard.
You just keep doing you.
Yeah, keep doing you. I mean, it makes sense. They're a community-driven game, so...
Yeah.
Their community.
If I had time, I'd probably start playing WoW again.
Yeah, for sure.
If my guy wasn't made under my brother's email.
That brings us to the end of this afternoon. I hope everybody enjoyed it and found something interesting in there somewhere.
Huzzah.
Sometimes we ramble, sometimes we give facts. It's always a gamble. Remember to comment and talk about stuff that we talked about. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you wanted to hear, I guess. I'll read it.
Yes.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Like and follow us on Twitter at Wolfie_the Dutch. And sometimes we tweet stuff and sometimes we don't. And as always, I am Wolfie.
And I'm the Dutch.
And we'll see you next afternoon.